Have you ever noticed how the entire atmosphere in a room can shift the moment certain people walk in? No one tells you to be quiet, but conversations slow down, movements soften, even breathing feels lighter. They don't have to say a word, they don't have to flaunt their status, they don't have to demand attention. And yet, you feel it. A presence you can't ignore. That force is not their suit, not their car, not the title on their business card. That force is their aura. What is an aura? It's not the watch on your wrist. It's not the college degree hanging on your wall. It's not the curated photos on your social feed. Your aura is the projection of your inner order, the frequency of your soul, the magnetic field built from thousands of private choices no one else has seen. Whatever you emit is what you will attract. A scattered mind emits chaos. A clear mind emits certainty. I once witnessed this power at a private gathering. The room was filled with so-called big names, each dressed to impress, each trying too hard to be noticed. They dropped buzzwords, showed off houses, bragged about deals, and then an elderly man walked in, white hair, plain shirt. He didn't ask for silence, but silence arrived. Conversations faded, phones were set down, people unconsciously straightened in their chairs. In that moment, I understood. True aura doesn't shout. True aura pulls the entire room into alignment. Napoleon Hill, after interviewing 500 of the world's most successful people, wrote Think and Grow Rich. Most people remember the title. Few remember this line. Before riches and success can appear in your life, you must first master your own mind. That's where aura begins. Your thoughts leak through your words, your eyes, your posture, even your silence. You don't need to speak for people to know whether you're scattered or solid, hesitant or certain. Here's what people forget. You are broadcasting energy every single day. You might say polite things, but your unease, your anxiety, your doubt, those leak out louder than your words. Humans sense energy more sharply than they admit. You can fake it for 3 minutes, but not for 3 months. You can copy someone's hairstyle, their tone, their Instagram aesthetic, but you cannot copy their frequency. Aura is not a gift. It's forged in the unseen. At 3 in the morning, do you scroll endlessly, or do you set your alarm for 5 to rise before the sun? When you're insulted, do you erupt, or do you hold the fire and let your composure do the talking later? When you feel lonely, do you run to distractions, or do you sit in the quiet and sharpen your mind? Every choice, invisible to the world, is etched into your aura. Franklin Roosevelt, after being paralyzed, spent countless nights just learning to stand again. He said, "I must win over my own body before I can lead a nation." There were no cameras, no applause, but in that silence, his aura was being built. When you refuse to quit one more time, no one sees it, but your aura does. And it remembers. Most men never touch their true aura because they're too busy performing. They craft personas online. They boast at dinners. They act calm in front of friends, but inside, they're hollow. They crave applause, but carry no weight. They don't realize aura isn't staged. It's prepared. When you stop depending on validation, when your mood isn't dictated by likes, when you keep moving in silence, when you hold yourself to the same standard even when no one's watching, that's when your aura begins to rise. And what rises is not noise. It's not a performance. It's a quiet power. It doesn't announce I'm coming back on social media. It doesn't scream for attention at every party. It simply aligns with your values. You don't say what you don't mean. You don't promise what you won't deliver. Aligns with your actions. You are the same in public and in private. Aligns with your inner mission. You know what you live for, and what you will reject without hesitation. When your actions and beliefs lock into alignment, your energy starts to speak louder than your words. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to justify. You walk into the room, and the air whispers for you, this one is for real. When Jack Ma started building Alibaba, almost no one believed an English teacher could revolutionize the internet in China. But notice this, he never had that desperate, needy please believe me energy. His aura only broadcast one thing: I'm moving, whether you join or not. That kind of self-sustaining certainty is the foundation of aura. But be careful, strong aura will make some people uncomfortable. When you become clear, the confused feel exposed. When you become steady, the hesitant feel threatened. When you hold standards, the careless will call you arrogant. They will label you cold, distant, hard to deal with. But here's the truth, those labels are not about you. They're about the version of themselves they're too afraid to become. You are not here to shrink so others can stay comfortable. You are here to stand tall so others can see there is another way to live. Real light isn't fake. You can't intimidate the world by pretending to be strong. You have to be strong. Strength means you are the same in private as you are in public. Strength means you can say no to temptation. Strength means you honor yes when you speak it. That consistency, that's the armor of aura. Energy doesn't lie. You can wear the right suit, say the right things, post the right content, but if your inner world is chaos, the world will feel it. And worse, you will feel it. That gnawing anxiety from living out of sync, that's what crushes most men. Not failure, not struggle, but the quiet misery of being misaligned. So, how do you build an aura that's unshakable? You need a season of silence. Michael Dell spent 2 years studying computers in obscurity before launching his company. Steve Jobs vanished after Apple pushed him out. For years, no one knew what he was building. In that invisible stretch of time, he rebuilt his vision and his aura. Can you survive that season when no one sees you? You need boundaries. Not every invitation deserves a yes. Not every voice deserves your response. Not every open door is meant for you to walk through. Abraham Lincoln, before becoming president, turned down almost every meaningless engagement. He said, "I need strength to change the nation, not to entertain curiosity." You need mission over mood. When your eyes are fixed on a greater target, petty distractions can't pull you down. You stop explaining. You stop reacting. You rise. And every time you rise, your aura thickens, until one day it does the work for you. It opens doors, it speaks your name in rooms you've never entered. But with power comes a risk, depletion. The stronger your aura, the more people want to be near it, even if they don't know why. And if you don't guard it, you will run dry. Not because your mission is too heavy, but because you've been bleeding energy into people who refuse to grow. So you must protect your aura. Not with arrogance, not with isolation, but with discipline. Discipline over your mouth, learning that not everything needs your comment. Discipline over your calendar, learning not to waste hours on hollow events. Discipline over your emotions, learning not to let anger steal your clarity. Discipline over your mind, refusing to let garbage thoughts take up residence. You must learn solitude. Every master, every icon, every leader you admire had a season of desert-like isolation. In that stillness, they sharpened their blade, hardened their heart, deepened their aura. Barack Obama spent years reading and writing quietly before his run for office. He said, "If a man cannot sit with himself, he cannot stand with the world." Solitude is where aura recharges. When you endure that season, you realize something. Respect is not requested, it's radiated. People will look at you, not because you shouted, but because you are calm. That calm can't be ignored. It straightens the room. The world is full of talkers, but few can carry peace into chaos, carry vision into blindness, carry light into darkness. That's what aura is for, not decoration, but transmission. And remember, aura is not free. It costs you. It costs you every small choice. You want to sleep in, but you get up. You want to complain, but you stay silent. You want to quit, but you keep going. Each choice adds another layer of steel to your character and to your aura. People will forget your words. People will forget your actions, but they will not forget how you made them feel. When your aura is real, when it's been carved by discipline and forged by truth, it leaves an imprint that lingers long after you've walked away. That is power. Here's the truth. You are not here to please the world. You are here to demonstrate to the world. Demonstrate what standards look like. Demonstrate what principles feel like. Demonstrate what it means for a man to stand firm without apology. Bruce Lee once said, absorb what is useful, reject what is useless, add what is uniquely your own. He wasn't just talking about martial arts. He was talking about aura. When you finally become yourself, not a copy, not a version, not a performance, your aura begins to clear paths before you even arrive. Elon Musk was forced out of Tesla's board. He didn't run around begging for sympathy. He disappeared for months. When he came back with new plans, sharper vision, and an even stronger field. The media wasn't filming him during those months, but his aura was already rewriting the industry. And now, I leave you with one command: stop shrinking. Take the clarity inside you and turn it into the rhythm of your walk. Take the vision burning in you and turn it into the light in your eyes. Take the discipline behind you and turn it into the quiet power in front of you. Stand there until the world can no longer ignore you. Remember, from this day forward, you must learn to rise for yourself. Not with anger, not with noise, but with that silent, unmistakable clarity. Cut the laziness, the hesitation, the delay, the compromise, slice them out of your life. Become sharp, become clean. The world will not stop for the man who wavers, but it will clear a path for the man who won't. Live like a mirror, force everyone who sees you to choose, grow or look away. Your words may be misunderstood, your choices may be questioned, but once your aura locks in, no one can shake it. Stand up, tighten your heart, lift your head, let the world feel it. You are here. You won't fade, you won't fold, you won't retreat. You are not an echo. You are the stillness before the storm. You are the gravity in every room you enter.